Each year on Rosh Hashanah, I select a single word for our meditation and our contemplation. This year, the word is Yachad. And like last year, our word of the year will also be a theme for the year. This year, Yachad will be woven into everything that we do, whether it's in the religious school or in our programming or the messages from the pulpit. We will try to include the theme of Yachad. So what is Yachad, you might be asking? It's a good question. Yachad literally means together. But as it is with so many words in the Hebrew language, Yachad doesn't quite translate as together. There are many nuances to Yachad that cannot easily be translated directly into English. Many of us may be familiar with that word, as it is central to one of the earliest songs that we learned as children. From Psalm 133, we sing the words that are translated as "How goodly and lovely it is for us to be together." You know the melody. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Yachad, the word of the year, the theme of the year. Well, as the old saying goes, we make our plans and God laughs. Yachad was selected as the word of the year, together, because we were anticipating being together. Well, we weren't just going to change our plans. We weren't just going to change the word or the theme of the year just because of a little uptick in COVID, right? We anticipated being able to sing these words of Psalm 133 as a congregation, live and in person. We anticipated being able to launch this new year live and in person together. We anticipated being able to be committed to Yachad, being together, coming together, working together. Well, we made our plans, and doggone it, we're going to stick to them. We're going to launch this theme, and we're going to launch this word nonetheless. With the new surge in this global uptick of the pandemic, we will simply be doing things in a little different way, and our coming together in great celebration as a larger community will simply have to experience a short delay. So what about this word Yachad, together? Yachad comes from the Hebrew word Echad. You can hear the connection. Yachad, Echad, Yachad, Echad. Echad is the Hebrew word for one. Yachad, together, the Hebrew word for one, are inextricably linked and connotes the idea that in coming together as a community, as a semblance of units into one single entity, we create something bigger than itself. The sum of its parts are large, or the coming together is larger than the sum of its parts. Yachad implies a bringing together of individuals into a single collective entity, a confluence of energy and effort. When we are b'yachad, we are one. And this connotation of oneness also has a theological subtext in our faith. In Judaism, when we think of one, we often make an association with the Shema, where we declare and recognize God is one, Adonai Echad. Thus, woven into the very fabric of Yachad is a powerful idea that there is a godliness linked to our being together. When we are in a state of Yachad, we are sharing a confluence of energy and unity, a sense that God is with us in the moment. Yachad can also imply a shared heart or a kindred spirit. When Yachad is used in this way, it is meant to suggest a shared sense of collective destiny. In tomorrow's Torah portion, when we read about Abraham and Isaac ascending the mountain together, it has this very same connotation of a kindred spirit, a shared heart, a collected destiny. The words we read in the Torah are Vayelchu Shnechem Yachdav, and the two of them ascended together. Our sages taught that this kind of togetherness implies that Abraham and Isaac are not just physically walking step by step as they climb that mountain, but as they climb the mountain, they are of equal heart, a shared mission. They are united in their destiny. Tonight, as we begin the year 5782, as we promote Yachad as our word and the theme of the year, we commit ourselves to building this kind of unity in our homes, in our community, in our city, and in our hearts. Throughout this year, as we emerge from the disruptions caused by this COVID chaos, this congregation will employ the value of Yachad to bring us together with a shared sense of purpose, a deeply unbreakable solidarity, a common vision, and a linked sense of destiny. This year, we hope to again and again, with greater numbers each and every month, be able to sing those words from Psalm 133, Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant it is for us to be together. Now here is our challenge about coming together. It is the question of how can we begin to train our minds to hold Yachad as a daily value when for so many months we've been apart. For so long we've been isolated and separated and found a little bit of comfort in our chrysalises or our cocoons. It's a little bit hard. Additionally, Yachad is not something that is done in a vacuum. The word implies coming together of parts. It is something that needs to be nurtured and developed with others. It is a shared mindset that involves each of us to be a part of and see ourselves connected to everything, interconnected to the world, to each other. We are all part of a single system. That's the mindset of Yachad. A very concrete way of kind of seeing this is for anyone, and I think everybody here has at least tried their hands at some kind of sport. I was never very good. But whatever the sport may be, any kind of physical activity that involves eye-hand coordination or kind of bringing the whole body together into a single movement, this is how we might envision this concept of Yachad being all connected to one system. Now, in the game of golf, which I never ever was able to master, if anything really as an individual allows one to kind of experience or conceptualize Yachad as an event or as an entity, golf really does a good job. Because in golf, the eyes, the arms, the hands, the back, the shoulders, the hips, the legs, the feet, even the toes are all part of a complete swing together. It all has to be coordinated precisely to hit a small, tiny little white ball with a club. Now, the brain needs to integrate all of these parts of the body in one very smooth singular coordinated movement. And if any of those aspects of the swing is off, even if you're pointing your toe in the wrong direction, you are not going to hit that ball where you want it to go. Now, whether it's in the game of golf or baseball or dancing or running or whatever it is that you're trying to coordinate your body to do, the truth is, this is a kind of collective unified entity, a collective unified energy that Yachad is all about. It's all working together. This is Yachad, a confluence of multiple forces emerging as a singularity of effort, vision, mission, and destiny. Embracing this value of Yachad does not mean that we all have to be the same, nor does it mean that we all have to do exactly the same. But a mindset of Yachad encourages us to work together and to be together despite our differences, be they in age or faith or culture or politics or gender or whatever it may be that is seemingly something that is different. Yachad can bring us all together despite the fact that we have differences. With Yachad as a guiding principle, we seek to establish a common ground. We seek to create a common good, a common goal, and pursue it. The value of Yachad embraces the idea that where there is unity, and when there is unity, things flow more naturally. And any differences that we may indeed have can be employed as sources of strength, of resilience, of creativity, and innovation. This is what we hope to achieve as we emerge from the past 18 months of being apart. We are looking for ways to come together, to re-engage, and to share a single sense of purpose together. As we look to this new year ahead, we commit ourselves to exploring possibilities that might expand our involvement and reinvigorate communal life. Now, this is a lofty goal, and honestly, it's not an easy thing to do. Why? Well, because many of us continue to have concerns about whether or not we're wearing a mask or social distancing or getting together face to face, as we can see here tonight, which is a blessing, right? Many of us are still concerned about whether these things are safe to do, and that's good. But perhaps even more than that, there are very real possibilities that when we finally get the green light, when we finally know that we're on the other side of this virus, and that we know 100% that it's safe to gather again, folks may continue to want to stay at home and stay away and stay by themselves. I know many people that are feeling this, like, I'm happy being home. I don't have to talk to people and be out there socializing. I'm very content in my cocoon. And that's okay too. Truth be told, a lot has changed over the course of these 18 months. Many of our needs have changed. Many of our priorities have shifted. And many of us have become disconnected with the value and beauty of gathering together as a community. 18 months is a very long time to be away. And this is exactly why we have focused on Yachad as our word and theme of the year this year. We miss you. I miss you. And many of you miss each other too. We want to get together and be together again. We are going to need to be very proactive if we're going to make Yachad happen. We're going to have to redouble our efforts to reconnect in order to respond to these shifting trends in our society. As we launch this new year of Yachad together, our goal will be to make the year 5782 a year dedicated to this process, a year dedicated to Yachad, a year dedicated to coming together, working together, being fully together. Over the course of the next 10 days, as we journey to the Day of Atonement, you will be receiving a series of short videos in your email box every single day. Keep your eyes open for them, open them up, because what I'm trying to do is keep Yachad, this theme, this idea, in all its permutations, completely connected to you every day as we journey from today through the days of awe to Yom Kippur. The hope is that as we begin to re-engage as a community, we can do so with a singularity of purpose, a singularity of mission, a singularity of destiny. Our collective goal this year was once articulated beautifully by the late, great Bob Marley, Alav Shalom, may he rest in peace, when he sang the words, "One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right."
One heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, all of us together. One heart, now let's get together and feel alright. Say it loud. Let's get together and feel alright. Never has more than hearts. There is one question I really want to ask. Just one heart. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who's heard all that heart just in saving his own? Believe me, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel as if it was a beginning. One love everywhere. One love. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let them all more than 30 remarks. There is one question I really love to ask. One song together. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who's heard all that cry just to save his own? Sing it loud now. One love, one love, one heart. What about one heart? Let's get together and feel alright. Sing it now. One love, one heart. Let's get together, feel alright. Let's get together, feel alright.
Righteous. I think it's a little loud. So you can go and say, did your congregation, we know he's saying Avinu Malkeinu, did you sing Let's Get Together and Feel All Right?